Photography first. I got one Christmas it was a camera, the next Christmas it was a dark room. You can't take a TV into the dark room, but you get a radio play all the time. And at some point, start changing stations, and I thought one day, just being very methodical, I started one into the dial, and I listened to the station for a few hours, and then I find the next one and listen to it. Pretty soon there's a pattern to this. This is not just happening. I hear certain things at certain times, and pretty soon it's like, hey, this radio's interesting. And then next thing I know, I'm sitting there doing the show with the guys on the air in the dark room because I can do the pictures and the film, I can't do the TV set. And at some point, I called a radio station, met a couple of disc jockeys, and I wanted to do that. In high school and college, I worked in radio stations, and pretty soon discovered that I was never going to be a great disc jockey. I would end up on late shifts, and I started meeting the engineers. At some point, they'd sign off, and I'd follow them around and hand them tools. And I came up through the ranks that way. So for a long time, it was self-taught. Eventually, I took some courses, but technology was equally fun. I said, look, I can't be the actor, I'll be the stagehand. I'm the guy in the black turtleneck pulling on the ropes to open and close curtains. So I can make you guys look great. The light, you hit the mark, I will have the light on you at the right time. What I love about radio is the connections. It's great fun in small towns. We're in medium and very small towns where the morning guy is doing lost dog reports. And there's a segment called Tell and Sell where people buy and sell their junk to each other. It's a flea market or garage sale on air. Lots of little stations do these. They'll call them Tradio or Swap Shop. Somebody called and said, I have Eagles tickets tonight and I can't go. Does anybody want them? We didn't sell them. We didn't mark them up. We just said, we got someone in town. If you've got to go, we said, we don't want to see them go to waste. But I mean, you need to go. It's an hour's drive and you need to go right now. If you can drop what you're doing, come get the Eagles tickets and call us when the show's over. I blame the business schools. Everybody who's an MBA went to the same schools. If you're borrowing big money, they all went to the same business schools, and we've all, it's like we're an industry where we all have the same recessive genes. You know, there's an abnormality because we have interbred so much that all of us suffer the same weaknesses. Everyone's making vanilla, and we all have our consultants, but I mean, if you use the ice cream deal, once upon a time there are 31 flavors. 80% of our sales are the first 5. We became the 5 flavor store, and then it's, well, 80% of those are these 3, and 80% of those are vanilla, so we become the vanilla store. 80% of the battle is the music you play. Precision. Well, that leaves 20%. Well, 16% of that is your morning show, which, well, that was a network show, which we produce, so that's 96%. That leaves 4%. Well, 80% of that is your imaging and your logo. We're at 99.2% because we 80'd. That leaves 0.8% for the local staff to make a difference. That's really the tail attempting to wag the dog. The problem is it's hard to sell somebody something they think they have. And if people think they're all connected and got this groovy radio, it's like, well, they're not going to come looking to this. And we have to tell them, guys, this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it.